Hi guys, today is, what do I call today? Budget brand building day. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's part of what they put in these folders here. It is budget brand building, casting multiple questions. I don't know. So today we are going to go a lot less technical, forget all the lenses that are in front here, and we are going to talk about more philosophical things / production things. When this goes on, we will know exactly what we're talking about. Now, you guys have sent these set of questions, and I am going to try my best to answer. Please remember, subscribe. 1, 2. I don't know everything, and I'm also trying to learn, so I will go through. You guys are sending questions, but also try to send advice as to how I can be a better presenting person in this weird thing, and how I can actually be a better filmmaker. If you guys, yes, I would take your informed criticism, yes, and the ideas are from the heart because you really care and not just because you have data and you want to be an ass. Thank you. Now, let's start with the question. STS Pictures. Okay, first off, remember, if there's anything that you learn from this particular segment, is a music video is not about you, the filmmaker. No, it's not. You're just lucky to be mentioned when you do a good job as the person who shot it. It's not about you, it's about the artist. The artist is paying you to sell their brand or the music or both, depending on if the artist knows the difference. Yes, there are artists who sometimes don't even know their last right butt cheek from their left. All they just know is that they want to blow. On an aside, if you're a filmmaker and they ask you, what do you want? And the first thing you say is, I want to blow. I understand that you need to be successful and you're driven, but that's the wrong motivation to start with. I want to blow, all right? Especially as a filmmaker. Yeah, and some people will tell me otherwise, but that's my opinion. It's mine. All right, so your job is to sell the brand. I have always said this. If I have to shoot a bad video for the artist to be able to sell their brand and their products, then I will, because that's the job. The job isn't about you. You're being paid to help someone else be able to make more money. Yes, that's what the job is. If you don't like it, then don't shoot music videos. I know people who have said, no, screw that. I'm going to use music videos as a way to express myself. I don't care about the artist. It works out for a while and it works out for some. I don't think it's right. So when I listen to the music, yes, the songs I have listened to and I have thought the song is amazing, and then I see the artist and the artist hasn't done any work on themselves. A lot of artists think that all they have to do is just go to, especially this generation, go to the studio and record and the song sounds nice. Find someone to invest in them or use their own money, and that's it. That's all it requires. No, it's not really. For visual purposes, it's not. Yes, you've done the music and the music is worth shooting. The next thing would now be you being able to work on yourself, your performance. I'm saying this as someone who runs a record label, has run a record label, is still running. I don't even know if I still run a record label anymore. Right? But when I used to run a record label, it's usually very key to have what the artist presents to the audience in front of the camera for the artist to be able to take that experience onto stage. Right? Then that's success there, especially when it's successful from videos. Imagine you go and watch a show and you've seen this artist and this artist's videos are mad and the artist has a lot of ginger. Maybe it's not ginger that attracts you to the artist, but just the artist just being really cool and has a lot of personality on the camera. The person gets on stage and the person's dead. Right? Yeah. So that's on the side. But for the purposes of music videos, I usually try to gauge the energy of the artist. A lot of times I have to do that on set, which is not really cool. But there are times when the artist has management, and I always ask the management the first question: what's the brand Bible? What are you trying to achieve with the brand this year? I'm not asking you what you're trying to achieve with the brand for this video. If it's an artist that I've seen before, I've seen what you've done with your brand, and this is the perception of your brand. Where do you want to take it to in this from here on, so that I can help you do that? I can shoot a video that will be in line with what your plans are. If you're an artist who maybe this is like your first video, question would always be, so where do you want to go? What are you trying to achieve? Those questions are very important in coming up with the ideas. So first you get a brief feel for the artist, and then you try to take that and let it fuse with the idea that you've come up with. If you discard of a person's brand and just try to shoot your idea, there will be a disconnect. Sometimes the disconnect fluke might work because the music is just amazing, but it won't necessarily be because of the video. Let me give you an example. I think Director K was really successful when he shot Mona Lisa for Lighter, because Lighter his personality seems to be very into himself. So I think that just worked well. The video was him and the girl, and just the both of them in the video, and the space just did a lot of the speaking for the artist, right? At least in the first 2 acts of the video. So you could see just how him being so into himself and being so vulnerable could be appealing to the audience, right? And work for the music. That was one of my best videos from last year. Yeah, by far, definitely one of my best videos. Top 5 will definitely be on that list. So yeah,